Hello, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to share that I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a spiritual master or an expert of any kind. I'm just a country pumpkin sharing his theoretical perspective for entertainment purpose only. And the topic for entertainment today is outcome or process versus outcome. That is two perspective or two perspective in how we look at life. Path number one or path number two. Path number two focuses on the outcome. What can I achieve in this physical reality? That is the number one priority. I have to be number one. Number two is not acceptable. That means I have to get gold medal, silver medalist, bronze, don't cut it. This has to do with uh, path number two. People actually want to live based on appearance, vain, egotistical way of life. I have to be superior. I have to be better than everyone. I have to achieve something for it to be meaningful. That is the only way and the only way. When we look at path number one, the process is more important than the outcome, whether we are successful or we failed. It through that experience that we know ourselves more. We understand things more. Our interaction, our relationship with source consciousness, with everybody else, with everything surrounding us. So through that process, we mature. Through that process, we understand ourselves more. Our consciousness is always expanding. Through that process of whatever process we're going through, situation is a learning experience to expand our consciousness. And we value and appreciate that process. Yes, getting result is nice. Getting a good outcome is like icing on the cake, but that does not dictate everything. When we look at outcome, mostly with the perspective of I'm a victim of life, of circumstances, I have to overcome it. That is an achievement. Yes, it is an achievement, but it also involves victim mentality of life. That when things are not going right, they're being punished, being karma, bad luck, and all that things, and all those things. When we walk path number two, we are not victim of life. It is not karma, but those circumstances are created for us to have a learning experience. It's an opportunity to see how we would react and how would we evolve or overcome. And it will repeat itself until we are or have successfully learned that lessons. The joy of life is through that experience, not the outcome that we can achieve with. Although the outcome is great, nobody can deny it. But I guess sometimes in the physical level we can enjoy the process, but that process most of the time is more enjoyable by the soul, because most of the time those process is not joyful. It's more painful from a 3D perspective, but that pain is joy to the soul because you get to experience it firsthand, to experiential knowing, and it look at a different wider perspective, not just poor old me perspective. Why this? Why is God against me? Why is life so painful? What I'm trying to say is process versus outcomes is the result of our perspective in life, how we look at life, and what path are we walking on, how we deal and interact with everything, how we respond with everything. That determines if we are optimistic or pessimistic. Determine whether we are a victim or victimizer. Well, you don't have to be a victimizer. That's just a victimizer game. We can be a victim or a master of our situation. Because most of us live in a patriarchal system, society. We don't, or cannot, I would not say we would not understand. We know, but we cannot express the difference between path number one and number two. We know deep inside, but the majority of people cannot differentiate the difference or see there's another way of experiencing and living life. So by putting into words the difference between path number one and path number two, people can see clearly and they have a choice in which path they want to walk, which perspective they want to hold in life, and how they want to experience life. We make things more tangible. Just like when you live in a culture, in a society, an environment, it becomes so accustomed and you know nothing else. So what I'm trying to share is open people's mind and give people another option in life, to look at life, to experience life, and see the difference, and know that if they have been knowing it, feeling it, that they're not alone. They're not isolated. There are also many people like them, except they are not able to express or put into words what they feel and understand how they do not belong into this society, the way things work, how we do not accept how things are. We just know it should not be like this. That is not how things should work. But we cannot express more than that. So through this process of explaining and sharing, and hopefully people can see the difference in the two different paths of life that we can walk and experience. And I hope and I wish everybody to choose wisely instead of letting society, custom, tradition, and everything else decide for them. And let them consciously choose which path they want to walk. And good luck with that. Thank you.